Good morning, Milwaukee. Thank you for tuning in to CNC Catholic News Channel. I'm here with
Alex Weissed
and your anchor, Anthony Williams. Today is All Saints Day. I'm going to teach you about some saints. Caller number 1, who is the saint you want to learn about?
St.John, Vianney.
Alright, I'm going to pull up some facts about St.John, Vianney. St.John Vianney was born May 8th, 1786 in Dardilly, France. He grew up during the French Revolution and was drafted into the French army during Napoleon's reign. At an army base, he went to pray in a church, and his troop left him, and he was threatened to be arrested for deserting. After his officer heard his story, he decided not to arrest him. He studied catechism in private and fell in love with Jesus. He resumed his studies for priesthood in 1812. When he was studying for priesthood, he struggled for unknown reasons. Then one seminarian, Matthias Loris, helped him focus on his studies. He was ordained a priest August 13th, 1815.
When he was assigned to the village of Ars, not a lot of good things was happening. There was killing, murdering, blasphemy, and drinking way too much, just to name some of the things that were going on at the time. So he started working in the city, and told it took him 10 years to get back into the city, back into God's ways. The hardest part was to stop people from using God's name in vain. In St. John Vianney's opinion, using God's name in vain was the worst sin of all. The second hardest part was to stop them from drinking all the time. Ours is no longer ours, as St. John Vianney said. One of his favorite things to do was teach children about catechism, which he did every day. When adults came, he found more time through revolution, more you didn't know your religion duties. After he came to ours, the village became a village of Christians.
He taught everyone to love the rosary and told them to carry one around. He led his cousin out of temptation by telling him that God's gift is more of a reward than any temptation that God will send you. Whenever somebody would complain, he would say, "My friends, the saints have suffered far more than us. Let us offer it to the good God." He had a devotion to Mary and wanted to spread her love. So the city put up little Mary statues in front of their houses, and there was also a painted picture of her in each home. They had a picture of her in the church, and with a fake heart hanging around her neck. In this heart, there was names of the parishioners on white silk. He often said to be a Christian, you have to be holy. He read a lot about saints and was fascinated by them, so he tried to imitate their actions and try to encourage others to do the same. He said, if we are not saints now, we will never be. In 1827, there was an unbelievable amount of pilgrims coming to Ars.
People came to France, Belgium, England, and even America. The motivation to come here was because they wanted their confession to be heard by St. John Vianney, and to hear spiritual guidance from him. People said in general he could see your soul free of its body. Also, he said that everything without looking at anyone, like St. Francis. He would spend 13 to 17 hours in the confessional. Often would cry in the confessional because they did not. He had converted over 700 sinners in 1 year. He could tell a man's soul in an instant. One of his miracles was curing a woman of being deaf and blind after being diagnosed with a brain fever. His second miracle was a completely blind girl went to him and was able to see. On August 4th, 1859, he died from natural causes.
His feast day is August 4th. He is the patron saint of priests and parishes. He is canonized May 31st, 1925, and some prayers associated with him are Cure de Ars prayer, prayer to the St. John Vianney Novena, and prayer of the priest. And while he had saint actions, he was saintly through his actions. He did not know any other saints. Have a very Christian day and be holy.